Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a storytime video, and before we get into that, I have two things to say. One about my hair. I did change my hair. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I'll leave my Instagram and Snapchat down below. I do not have a Facebook. I haven't had a Facebook in years, so just let you know. But next time I do my hair, I'm hopefully planning on vlogging it because my friend did it. I don't know anything about hair. I'm not a licensed cosmetologist. I never really, like, I dye my hair as far as I go to Sally's and buy the supplies. But, like, as far as, like, you know, bleaching the hair and actually putting, like, importing color into the hair, I don't know how to do that. So, the only thing I know about hair is my hair and how my hair needs to be treated, and how I need to treat my hair, and how my hair looks when it's dry, blow dry, all that stuff. And another thing is, I was actually really skeptical of posting this video online just because, like, one, my parents do watch my videos sometimes, and two, I was like, you know what if I get ripped a new one? But I think it's because it was so long ago, they might not even care. They probably think it's actually funny at this point. But let's get started into the video. So this happened all in my freshman year going into sophomore year. It was the summer of freshman year going into sophomore year. It was the year of 2010. I just turned 16 because, well, I knew I just turned 16 because my birthday's in June. And, anyways, I do, and also letting you know, I am still with this guy. We do have a boyfriend tag on YouTube if you want to go check that out. And then, my best friend Amber, we also have a blindfold makeup challenge tag if you want to go check that out, so you can kind of imagine, like, who I'm talking about in this video. Put a face to the name. Anyways, so my best friend Amber, she was just freshly dating her boyfriend. She's still with him, and they were like 2 months into their relationship. He just got out of a relationship, but they both really liked each other, like, their entire freshman year. And so they finally got together, and they're still happy together. They're still with each other, very happy, so in love with each other. And then I really liked Evan my entire freshman year as well. Like, but he wasn't with a girl with his entire freshman year, but he asked this girl out the last day of freshman year. But I guess, like, her parents were really strict, and they wouldn't, like, let her leave the house or something like that. Like, I don't know that whole situation, but all I know is that they didn't see each other their entire summer going on, because he asked her out the last day of freshman year, and they didn't see each other till the first day of sophomore year. So anyways, I knew he had a girlfriend. And I'm not promoting, like, oh my gosh, go steal someone else's man. But you know what? Like, I was young. I didn't really care. Like, I knew I liked him my entire freshman year. Like, I just wanted him to, like, you know, I wanted him to be my boyfriend. Like, I wanted him to be mine. We are still together. So, anyways, where am I going to start with this story? Okay, so we did like each other our entire freshman year, but we didn't do anything about it. Like, we're just like, who's gonna make the first move type of thing. But then him and his girlfriend at the time were having problems with their relationship, and, you know, we were starting to become kind of close friends. Anyways, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make him laugh, I'm gonna make him smile. Like, I'm that type of person that, like, I will make you laugh no matter how hard you're crying. Like, I will make you laugh. And because, like, I'm also that type of person where I don't like seeing people upset. And I just, like, you know what, I'm like the type of person where it's just like, you know what, like, it's gonna pass, you know, 5 years, you probably won't remember why you were crying about the situation, or if you were crying at all. Anyways, so I really liked him my entire freshman year. We finally actually legitimately started talking, like, okay, let's take this to the next level, like, let's be more than friends, like, we're gonna see if we're gonna date type of thing. And he knew what he was doing, like, about his girlfriend at the time. Like, he knew that he was, like, flirting with me. He knew that like, he was aware type of thing. And you know what, I don't know if she knows about this whole situation. I'm pretty sure she does. And this was, like, MySpace days. And, you know, when you have those Blackjacks and Nokias and the Palm Centros type of cell phones, and the LGs or whatever, those were those type of days, barely going into, like, our slowly going into Facebook days type of thing, like the beginning of that end of MySpace days. So anyways, we were totally flirting and getting to know each other more on a different like level, like wanting to know more about like each other. And so my parents, they weren't necessarily strict, but they weren't like the type of people that were like, okay, I'm gonna just go drop you off or wherever. Like, they were those type of people like, oh, okay, if you're gonna hang out with your best friend, then, you know, I trust you. But if there's like a boy involved, they're like, so what I would do is that I would say like, oh, I'm gonna go hang out with Amber, I'm gonna stay the night at her house type of thing. And her parents were like, her dad has like a job that he works outside, he works a few hours away and he comes back home, so he's like kind of in and out of the house, but he trusts us together because, like, you know, we've been best friends since we were 9 years old. And he would drop us off, or her mom would drop us off, and we'd go hang out at the park, and they would go skateboard and meet us up, and we would just hang out type of thing. And then I remember one weekend, Evan, he told me, he goes, oh, my parents are leaving out of town, you and Amber should come over type of thing, we'll hang out or whatever. And I was like, okay, like, I see you. And so then after that, like, me and Amber, we planned on staying the night at my mom's house. And because if I stay the night at my dad's house and my stepmom's, like, I wouldn't be able to. Okay, so also my mom taught me how to drive when I was 14, and she's taken me out a few times. So, like, at this point, I've been driving for 2 years. I knew how to drive, but like under supervision. And we wouldn't drive like in the city at all. Like, we would go out into the country and drive, and like on those type of roads, but like into the actual city, because I live in like a suburb type of town. And it's a town where like, or it's a city where everybody takes their car. No one walks. Some people take buses, but other than that, everybody owns a vehicle. And anyways, so I was like, she's never driven at all, never been behind the wheel type of thing. So and we couldn't be at her house and take her parents' car, just one, because like her dad would kill us, and two, someone's always awake at their house. And so my mom, she was single at the time, I believe. She wasn't married yet. And yeah, she wasn't married yet. And so we ended up Amber ended up staying the night at my mom's house, and, you know, I stayed the night at her house too. And so we waited. My mom, she goes to sleep really early, and then when she's like out for the rest of the night. And so we're like, okay, we're gonna wait till my mom goes to sleep, and we're gonna take her car. And so we waited for my mom to go to sleep, and then we were about to split. And my mom, like, she gets a phone call, she's up, she's talking for like an hour and a half. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, we're totally gonna get caught. And Amber's like, I'm freaking out. I was like, no, dude, like, we got this. And so we're just like, you know, Amber's like all dressed up, like, she has like her skinny jeans on, like a t-shirt, she has like her makeup done, and then like I don't remember what I'm wearing, and we're just like, dang it. So we grab the blankets, and she just kind of like covers herself, acting like she's not going anywhere at all. And my mom's like in the other living room, like we're in the dining room type of thing, and we're just like watching a movie and like waiting for my mom to get off the phone. And so she is like, oh, you girls still up? After she's like finally off the phone, like she took like an hour to get off the phone. And this was probably like, we're about to split like at 9 o'clock. Like, that's how early my mom goes to bed. Like, she was in her bed by 8:30. She got up by like 9 o'clock, and she didn't finally go to bed till like 10. And I think I remember that right. I'm trying to remember, because this was back in 2010. Like, this was like this was like 6 years ago. And so she goes, oh, you girls still up? I'm like, yeah, we're watching a scary movie. And she's like, okay, I'm gonna go to bed. And so she went and shut the door, and we're just like, okay, let's wait a few minutes, let's wait and see if she gets up again. But like, I'm pretty sure she wouldn't get up at this point, because like when she was already on the phone, she went to the bathroom, type of thing. She's like, she would have already did everything when she's up, because my mom's the type of person, like, she'll want to get up if she's already like laying down. And so we're just like waiting a few minutes, and like I'm texting him and be like, okay, my mom's finally back in bed type of thing. And so this is the dumb part, is that the place that my mom was living at the time, like her, like this is like her bedroom, and then this, like there's this wall, and then this is like the front door that's really loud. And so but my mom had like this really loud fan on, and she always has a fan on and music playing, so I'm like, maybe she won't even hear. And plus my mom's old anyways, and so we're and she always like leaves her keys, like my mom's very, very organized, so she always leaves her keys like in this little type of cup, like by the front door. So we're just like, okay, I'm gonna take her keys. And she had like this like new Honda Civic at the time. It was probably like 2-3 years old. And so I driven it before, so I'm somewhat aware of how this thing drives. And so we're just like, okay, I was like, I'm gonna open up the door. And she's like, okay. So I was like, but we gotta open up really fast, because I was like, if we open up slow, it's gonna start like really squeaking and all that stuff. I was like, okay. So I open up the door, I open it really fast, and like my friend, she opens up the screen, she kind of just like runs out real quick. And then I go like right behind her, and like an idiot, I leave the door unlocked the entire night. And so we're like, yeah, we're outside, blah blah blah. And so then she goes like in the passenger seat, and I got the car keys or whatever. We're like, okay, dude, like it's like 10:30 at night. I was like, I can't believe we're gonna like do this. And so I ended up, I started the car. I'm on my way to like their house, and we're gonna hang out or whatever. We're gonna kick it for a little bit. And but like the thing is, like we had to leave early because my mom said she goes to bed early. She wakes up early. Like we want to be home by like 2:30, you know. And so we're I'm driving down the road. My headlights aren't even on. My headlights aren't even on. I'm like barely knowing like how to drive this thing. I know very basics of how to drive, and I'm not even under my parents' my mom's supervision of like, like how to turn properly, how to park properly type of thing. And so we meet them up. We're like, oh hey, what's up, type of thing. And he's driving without his driver's license either. And where their neighborhood is, it's like there's a bunch of different types of parks, and like the parks are really big. So we're like, oh, we'll meet at this park type of thing. So we followed him. We're like chilling or whatever, and we're hanging out. And then eventually like it gets to about like 2:15 in the morning, and we're like, okay, like we gotta go. Like my mom's gonna be up like in the next hour, and like who knows if she'll get up early. So like, okay, so we ended up we end up leaving the house. And then so how I got out of this, how I got out of the parking the first time, like I don't know, because like my mom parallel parking, like I still struggle with parallel parking sometimes, but like my mom parallel parked. And so I was like, Amber, I don't know how to parallel park. And she's like, dude, like you never learned. I was like, no, it's like I barely know how to drive now. I was like, what makes you think I don't know how to parallel park? And so like I know when you parallel park, like here's a parked car, and like here's the other car, and like you're trying to fit in this space, like you have to like go up really close and like turn it all the way and reverse back in. But I'm trying to go like this, like okay, so here's your car that you're like, here's one car you're trying to parallel park to, here's the other car you're trying to fit in the middle. You have to like go right here and turn the wheel away and park like this. But me being a dumb teenager I'm trying to like swoop in like this from behind. And so I'm like, dude, like I don't know how to parallel park, like I'm trying to figure this out, like, and I'm trying to like not move like the mirrors, adjust the seats or anything like that, so my mom doesn't know that like who took my car type of thing. Like I'm surprised she'd even notice from like the mileage, because my mom's like super OCD, like she'll even check the mileage. So I'm like literally trying to parallel park her out there for like 15 minutes. She goes, dude, you got this. Like she's out there like out of the car. She's like, you got this. Keep coming. Like you don't hit this car type of thing. So we're like out there for 15 minutes trying to parallel park this thing. And eventually I get this parallel park, and I was like, yes, dude, I'm a beast. I'm a beast at parallel parking now. Like I'm a pro. So then we get back to the apartment, and we go in there. We put the keys down back where they belong. So we're just like trying to make everything perfect, so like it doesn't like my parents don't even know, or my mom doesn't even know that I left. And so then we wake up in the morning, and I'm like, dude, I can't believe we got away with this. And she's like, I know, right? And I was like, so that's pretty much like my story of like me taking my parents' car. And just letting you know, I've taken it more than once, being the stupid teenager I am. There was another time that I did take their car again, and which was crazy because like the next day it broke down. So I was like, Lord, if the car would have broke down when I took it, and I didn't have my license, or I didn't know how to drive properly, like anything like that, then I would have been so screwed by my parents at the time. So I was like, you know what? Thank you, Jesus, for not letting me get caught. But yeah, so this is my story time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you guys want more story times, then let me know, and I'll do some more ones. Probably, I don't know, whatever you guys want to hear about of my more teenage years or anything like that. So I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.